Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time, we had an almighty battle with the Hag. And now, having short rested and regained some of our wits about ourselves, we can go back and pick through the corpses and the loot that remains in this location. So first, I want to know if this magma mephit that was summoned by wild magic has anything on its person. It does not. This was expected. But Auntie Ethel, sister of the Seeing Pearl, Potion of Invisibility, very nice to have. Tarnished Charm, Fey Life, makes it easier for the wearer to succeed on death saving throws. That's really interesting. 5 Vials of Acid. Corellian's Grace, uncommon two-handed melee weapon. Unhampered Resistance. If the wielder attacks while not wearing armor, they receive 1d4 bonus to saving throws. And Spell Thief. A shiver of magic flows from this bow into your hand, like a promise. Uncommon martial two-handed ranged weapon, 1d8 piercing. Hamstring Shot, Brace, free action. Arcane Vehemence. Vehemence? Once per short rest, you regain 1 first level spell slot when you land a critical hit with the Spell Thief. Well, that's going to Astarion immediately. That's really good. Especially as he is now an Arcane Archer, so that's just a straight upgrade for him. Gale might be interested in Corellian's Grace as a quarterstaff. Then that's it for those two. I don't think there's anything else in this space in particular that we're interested in. So we will head down towards the doors here. We are all currently also nauseated, vulnerable to psychic and acid damage until our next long rest. We've also lost the 10 temporary hit points we gained for drinking out of the well previously. And now, after a quick autosave, we have a whole lot of other stuff. Right, let's take the Ever-Seeing Eye, Potion of Speed, Bitter Divorce, Update to save Mayrina, words are hard. So there's the Ever-Seeing Eye. A necklace offering level 1 abjuration spell protection from evil and good. Bitter Divorce. Clumps of hair and flesh stick out from this twisted roots that make up the shaft of this wand. Connor is scratched into the surface. If we check our quest log... save Mayrina. We found a wand with Connor's name on it. Could this resurrect Mayrina's husband? Perhaps it could. We've got pig's heads, we've got letters. This letter is written in elegant cursive. Ethel, I've heard business has been slow. Rest assured I have a job for you. A client fled Baldur's Gate without payment. My agents picked up his trail along the Caimthar and have ensured he will pass through your territory as you wish to him. Do as you wish to him. In exchange, I have a girl who suits your particular appetites. Her mother's mind is failing. My contact has assured her you can help. I'll have her sent by the usual route M. Man, I cannot read today.
One step at a time.
Right, wicker chest. We've got some standard potions. Iron chest, or heavy chest. We've got a bunch of jewellery for selling. Here, we have a bunch of strange potions that I've never drunk, but I did see a list of once online. And they all do strange and odd things, but largely they're negative. But I'm going to grab them all anyway, and maybe we'll just pop them for our amusement's sake as we go. So we gather a whole bunch of that stuff. There's the Staff of Crones. Live worms wriggle beneath the crumbling surface of this half-rotten staff. Merely touching it fills you with a wave of unbearable nausea and a strange longing, as if it calling out for its like. Ray of Sickness, level 1 necromancy spell. I think we'll take that over the dagger. So it's always prepared now. We can just cast it using any of our spell slots, which is nice to have. Although we may want to give it to somebody else who doesn't have quite as much aggressive spell casting, but should be fine. Right, we can hop on through the mushroom circle now. And we are teleported out into the putrid bog.
Step by step.
Here is Mayrina. Let's get our
Is that blood?
charisma fellow to do the talking.
On my way.
Gods! Didn't hear you coming. I know I should head home, but I can't bring myself to leave. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again.
We found a wand. We think it might resurrect your husband.
What? You can?
Maybe.
You feel a surge of power from the wand. The air suddenly tastes acrid. It wants to be used.
Bring it back! Bring Connor back! Please!
Alright, here we go.
What's happening? Why is he still dead?
Great tree.
Something pull at you. The creature yearns for a master.
What have you done to him?
The hag's promise has been fulfilled, hasn't it?
But this isn't what she promised. I wanted him back. Back the way he was. Not this.
Well, we have the wand now, so we'll use the husband.
You bastard! Give him back! I thought you were going to help! I thought...
Well, she's having a terrible day. She runs off into the ether and disappears. Connor Vinderbald, Mayrina's husband. Level 1, smelly.
I'm not sure what we expected, really. It was never going to be happy ever after with a hag involved.
We tried.
Did we? I'm not sure it was appreciated. Maybe next time we should just leave well enough alone.
What is his arrow doing knocked in that bow that way? Alright, let's talk to our new friend. Well, that doesn't get us very far, does it? We still have the staff, though. Second marriage scroll. Can we just do that at our convenience now? That's very interesting. And he disappeared? No, he is now bound to us. That seems like a bug. Slam for 1d6 plus 3 bludgeoning, dash, and no other actions. Apart from literally being a beacon of light, which doesn't seem to be designed as intended, I don't think. But, you know, interesting. Character is smelly. Can we see if we select somebody else and right click? Oh, just smelly. And they've died. I guess that only lasts for a minute or something. Still, we've got it and we can use it, and it can be a body to help us.
With haste.
Now, let's carry back on our adventure. So I wanted to do the Hag's House because we had not done it in the last couple of occasions I played through.
Let's get going.
Astarion, would you please pick this lock?
Hardly a challenge.
DC 2. I guess they really don't want you failing this part of getting stuck behind. Although you could just break the door down, I suppose. Break the door down, I suppose. But now, I'm not sure how much other stuff has been added in the areas that we haven't previously...
Step quick.
Or that we've seen many times through, rather. Because what I am very aware of is that there's new content down in the Underdark. So what I'm tempted to do now is skip many of the varied other quests that we can do. Things like the Goblin Hideout. Although that may be our route down into the Underdark, so that one might need to be done. But the knolls up to the north and some of the other stuff, I don't think we need to really go back and redo it this time. So it might start turning into, not quite a speed run, but just a beeline over towards the Goblin camp. Right, we've picked up way too much stuff as Astarion. I think we probably want to go back to the Druid's Grove and sell a lot of the stuff that we've gained, actually. That's probably going to do us a world of good in not only cash, but encumbrance. And we should be able to get over there without having too much trouble.
Go.
So how about we do that, we get over there, we can sell what we've got, we can look for any extra equipment or supplies while we're there. Then we can consider long resting and going after goblins, because once we've done that, then we really will be towards the Underdark and ready. There's a trunk there, but I can't be bothered. We'll be ready to go into the Underdark and get to the new content that I've never seen before, which will be very exciting. So first things first, we need to safely get out of this bog. There's the ancient rune circle we rested with previously. The water here is apparently shallow enough that Astarion doesn't mind. He's not taking any acid damage. The other heroes still haven't learnt that he's a vampire spawn yet. So that will still be an interesting conversation to have later. And as we pass the two bodies, we come out of the swamp and things just get a little bit brighter. A little bit nicer around these parts. And if we hug along this side here, I think there should be, or at least there used to be, a cache here, didn't there?
What I really miss about Baldur's Gate. The food.
But I guess it's not here anymore.
I've ever had.
Alright, we'll hop on up then.
Red meat. Now, that's a different meat. Rare as can be.
So, back into the Blighted Village. We know where we are. It's just going to be across here to get back to the Druid's Grove. Although we have not picked through all the pockets of these guys yet.
Dead goblins. Dead travelers.
Were they heading to the Druid's Grove?
I don't know if they were, but it's too late for them. So we will relieve them of some of the stuff they have. Before we go back and make camp with all these supplies later, perhaps. We will send those over to Gale. And we'll sell that in just a minute.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
5 baked potatoes. That's basically a long rest in of itself.
Breathe deep and move.
And some of this stuff is just straight up silver, isn't it? Which is way more valuable than
Good hero.
the rest of the generic plates. Nope, looks like fairly standard stuff then.
What's in here?
Potatoes, pears.
Moving ahead.
Alright. Now, sometimes around here you can find a dead pig, but it doesn't seem to have arrived yet.
That if the eyes are the mirror to the soul, yours have dark curtains across the mirror. No offense taken, I hope.
Right, then we will get up inside the Druid's Grove and sell off a bunch of our stuff. Did we kill that one solitary bugbear yet? I don't think we did. But if we're anticipating a long rest soon, it can't hurt.
Joking about octopus soup just a moment ago.
These people are still very sad about the death of their friend.
And now what? We dig a hole and be done with him?
Light on my feet.
But around this corner,
We could say a prayer. We do have time for that.
oh, would you look at that? Let's get everyone involved in this fight, please, just because you're slow getting around the corner.
Still on my feet.
Right. 27 HP, but also surprised, which is nice. It's a bad time. They've lost their surprised condition. Alright, we don't have any spell slots, but this says that it's always prepared. Does this mean we can just cast it for free whenever we like, as much as we like? Because if you can, that seems very broken. Right, Starion, please hide. Okay, so the person that is not a threat to us saw us. Fine. Well, we'll shoot off with our fancy new bow. 12 damage is pretty good going.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Back to Akidis. Just can't hit those today.
On I go.
I don't know if we're going to get far enough here to make an attack. Nope, they're too far off. That's fine. They're going to take a turn now where they're dashing. Unless they action surge or something, we're not expecting them to hit us. Okay. Or they could shove Astarion off a cliff. That is also something that I suppose is allowed. Yeah, so we can just infinitely cast Ray of Sickness now, it seems. As if it were a cantrip. Oh no, that has killed Gale. What has happened? Bugbear Assassin made a saving throw. Gale blasted Bugbear for 13 poison. They lost Frightened. They used Throw Stone on Bugbear. Alright. Apparently, Staff of Crones maybe not as powerful as I'd anticipated. This bugbear has 2 HP left. I'm inclined to worry about killing it before getting Gale back up. Gale gets stabilized, thankfully.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Advantage, situational, plus charisma, plus deception. I don't see... Unless we roll double nat ones, we can't lose this. We make a convincing lie.
That bloody Irenes. Devils just can't stand to lose. Here. Now go back to the pit that made you.
Alright, rude. Let's help Gale up. And the assassin, do you have anything for us? Some poison, some gold. We will be encumbered if we take the Morning Star, but it's worth 75, and we're only taking a short walk now anyway. So we'll send ourselves over there towards Aaron. Is Astarion going to make that walk as well? No. But he is not clipped through the scenery, so he can carry on. I'm glad he didn't get completely killed on the way down. Would have been difficult reviving him from up there without healing word. Here's our encumbered friends. But Astarion's the one with lots of the jewellery and stuff that we have to sell, so might as well get him going ahead. Hey buddy, oh pal of ours.
Refugees, adventurers,
Trading.
suddenly we're overwhelmed.
Right, please sort by...
And thank you for giving back those goblins.
Do you have no... Oh, you have 1,111 gold. It doesn't appear as a pile
Fast
anymore.
if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Sort by weight so we can get rid of a bunch of this heavy stuff that we don't want. We've now completely excess in longbows. Somebody else can probably take the leather helmet. All the jewellery can go. I know they changed the default, but I really much prefer this. Right. So we're selling all that. We can sell these stones as well. Spell scrolls will keep.
Calm down.
We already have studded leather, so unless they have +1 studded, that's not going to be any better for us. Rain Dancer, Dragon's Grasp. Deals an additional 1d4 slashing damage to burning targets. How often is your target actually going to be burning, though? Right, how about everybody else?
A long way to go still.
We still have this ruby that we haven't sold yet, but I don't think we need to get rid of that just yet. Get rid of the painting. Oakfather's Embrace, none of us are going to wear. Need to sort out these scrolls, because there's no reason for all of these to be here, I don't think.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
Right, we've got more jewellery, more weapons, armour, precious stones. I think that's all we need to get rid of here. They don't have enough gold to cover it, but they probably have healing potions. Anything else that we want while we're here then? I'll take some fire arrows, sure. Right, that gets us to even. Did we hear a sound of a quest uploading or something? Dragon's Horde. Akidis is inspired. Have at least 2,000 gold amongst the party. Alright, well. We now have lots of stuff. Let's go and see if the blacksmith has any extra equipment that we might want. And then once we've done that and confirmed there's nothing else we want here, we'll probably call that an end of the day. Go and take a rest, and then maybe we'll go and deal with the harpies before carrying on west.
Looking for steel? I have, well,
Something close.
something close.
We never sold whatever we might have here. We'll keep the Sword of Justice. There's some chance that we will swap out for Lae'zel in the course of the campaign. Especially if somebody dies. So I think that's basically what we have to get rid of here. This is just a tarnished locket, not a magical item. We'll keep our dagger because we might not actually want to be equipping the Staff of Crones as much as we have been. So we'll barter that off. Now, do you have anything that's actually better for us? +1 quarterstaff, light crossbow +1. 1d8 +1 piercing. Mace, great club, glaive. Probably want a +1 dagger for somebody, I'm sure. Light crossbow +1. Or a heavy crossbow. Probably want a +1 light crossbow for somebody. I'm sure somebody will be proficient with it, although that is basically all of our gold. So we'll hold off on that. Let's just trade for gold for now. And then we'll check our equipment later. It's very spooky. Alright then. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any specific requests of places you would like to see me go and do quests before we get down into the Underdark, let me know now before we rush past and move past our opportunity to do so. Otherwise, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.